Okay. My sincere apologies for your eardrums being destroyed. One of the only problems with this game is that the sound keeps resetting on me, and every time I restart the game, I get a sound resetting, and it's actually quite uncomfortably loud. That being said, that's the only bad thing I can say about this game. I actually found myself. Oh, I can't lower it anymore. I can't find myself, saying anything bad about it. It's very well done, and it is another example of a game made by a single developer. So this is Yamitagari For3st. It's an anime inspired horror survival game by Omar Bick. And I believe he's the only developer on the game. And yeah, this one was really a hidden gem for me. I've recently started to get into the more, I wouldn't call this a walking simulator. It's definitely a puzzle game. I don't play a whole lot of these, but this one I just fell in love with. I have finished the game, by the way. It's not a very long game. It took me about probably about 6 hours with all the puzzles. Once you know what you're doing, though, the game's a lot shorter. I'm going to have a chat about some of the issues I found with the game in terms of the puzzles, which some of them are really really simple and straightforward, but there's a couple that I found were quite baffling. So, but let's jump in. I am going to. Should I start at the very beginning? No, we won't. I want to show. You can see I've done a fair bit of the game. I've actually finished the entire game. So we will. Let's go this one. Because you can, if you know what you're doing, you know all the puzzles, you can probably finish the entire game in a couple of hours. Okay, I'm just checking there. There we go. All right. So in this game, without going into too much detail, you're a young woman who has basically had a bit of a nervous breakdown. She lived in the city. She just wanted to get away from the hustle and bustle and the 9 to 5 grind of just constantly working all the time. Can relate. But as she went and headed out into the country, she's found herself in a rather unpleasant area of the forest, and has inexplicably been chased down by an evil spirit. Now we don't know a lot about this evil spirit except that it's been killing people in this forest for quite some time, and we can go back. I want to show you this.
I can't keep running like this.
So
where am I even going?
we can actually go back to the
It was so dark out there. I couldn't see clearly. What if it was just shadows? Just my mind playing tricks?
So basically, at the start of the game, you ran away in terror. We can actually go back to the campsite.
Back at camp. My phone, my supplies. If I keep running like this, I'll get lost for real. But what if I wasn't imagining it?
Now, this is gonna get me killed, but I can't
survive out here without my gear. I have to go back.
When I did this, I knew that it was a dumb thing to do, but of course, being a completionist, this is what got me into the game. This part here.
It was dark. I was scared. I probably didn't see anything real. I'll grab my supplies and figure out what to do from there. It's fine. Everything will be fine.
So we've just been chased by an evil spirit. We've convinced ourselves that everything's
There it
okay.
is. My camp. Everything's exactly how I left it. The tent, the campfire. Nothing's been touched. Nothing's been moved. It's like I never left at all. Whatever I thought I heard out there, it wasn't real. Just shadows and sounds. My mind playing tricks.
I must say too, the atmosphere of this game for a one-person game is quite good.
I need a rest, just for tonight. Then I'll pack up and leave at first light.
What could possibly go wrong?
The fire's dead. I need wood. Can't stay here in the dark and cold without fire. There should be some dry branches nearby.
Let's go get some.
Here. Perfect. These are dry enough. Who's there?
You came back.
Oh god, you're real.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
I should have kept running. I should have never come back.
Too late now, son.
Always come back to me.
What do you want from me?
You were mine the moment you fell asleep in my forest.
I have to run. Now. But I can't move. Why can't I move? She's doing this. She won't let me move. No, this can't be happening. I'm going to die here. Someone help me, please.
So that's one ending. And at that point, when I got that ending, I was hooked. Now I'm going to show you how to actually not get yourself hanged, but I wanted to show you that because it was a masterful use of suspense. And the really cool thing about the game is that you don't see what's chasing you until the very end. I love how this game uses atmosphere, and more games should take notice of this. There's so many horror games, and even though I love Resident Evil and The Evil Within and Silent Hill, which this game obviously draws from, the one thing this game does really well is that there's not many jump scares. There's not stuff that's jumping out at you all the time and ooh, booga booga, you know, something jumping out. A lot of the terror in the game is just not knowing what it is chasing you. And even in the start of the game, unfortunately I can't skip this, which is one thing I would recommend the developer. Please let us skip the ending credits. It's a nice touch. This guy dedicated this game to his daughter too. I actually wanted to get my daughter to play this because she's into horror games, but I couldn't quite sell her on it. It was a little bit too old school for her. Let's try and not die this time, shall we? Okay, what you're supposed to do is obviously not go in the direction of the evil spirit. You are supposed to go this way.
Wait, are those graves? Out here? In the middle of the forest? Who would bury people in a place like this? Some of these look ancient. The stone is so worn. And there are so many of them. What happened here?
So we can inspect the graves.
Too worn. I can't read it.
Again, like the voice acting and the sound design in this game,
they're so old.
alright, is really, really well done. For a one-person development team, this is quite good. Okay, so to my sinister hand, the sunrise bends, where shadows reach their darkest ends.
Sinister. That's an odd choice of word. Who would write something like this on a grave?
Okay, let's keep going.
No date, no name I can read, just forgotten. The crow isn't afraid of me. It's just watching. It's so still, like it's waiting for something.
So that crow is actually a friend. We can talk to the crow later on.
An
Well,
old
we can
well.
interact with it.
Looks like it hasn't been used in years. I can't see the bottom. It's too dark. There should be a handle here, but it's missing. No. It's still out there. Still following me. A deep hole blocking my path. Can't see the bottom. Just darkness. I need to find a way across.
Okay, now you may not have noticed, and it took me a little bit of time to remember, there is a way across the hole. And I was a bit hesitant to go back in the direction of the monster,
An
but
old wooden board. Still sturdy.
we can take that, and we can lay it across the pit, and we can get across. Now, most of the puzzles in this game are really well done, but I'm going to show you there is one puzzle earlier in this game that is diabolical. And it took me more time to figure this puzzle out than all of the other puzzles in the game combined.
Still need to find something to get across.
Okay, let's open the bag. There we go.
There. That should hold my weight.
Now, one other thing I wish the developer would do, apart from maybe fix some of the typos. Oh, that's why the speech is so loud. There we go. It's a bit... yeah, she's quite loud. There we go.
What is this? A tunnel?
Now it's too quiet.
This tunnel looks ancient. Centuries old. There's no light inside. Just endless black.
Okay, let me just maybe turn that up a little bit.
Everything in me is saying turn back. That feeling again. Like I'm being watched. I can't stay here. The tunnel is the only way forward. Whatever's inside can't be worse than what's out here.
Okay, we can head into the tunnel, which we are going to do.
It's so dark. I can barely see anything ahead. Are those graves?
They are indeed.
4 of them, all lined up. Who would be buried down here in the dark? Something terrible happened here.
Now, here's where we get our first clue, and this is the puzzle I'm going to tell you about. That, yeah, absolutely diabolical. I ended up having to brute force it. Okay, Kazuo Tanaka, age 6. Now, numbers in this game are very important, so remember that, a 6.
His mother still hears him calling at night. That's not right.
Oh, there's nothing about this place that's right.
The strange girl. Who was she?
Okay, and then we can go to the next grave. Okay, so 4 nights, so we've got our second number, which is 4.
She called his name for 4 nights, like she was hunting him. They light 2 candles for her.
So there's 2, so we've got 6,
Still
4, and
hoping
2.
After all this time.
And this one is the last one, the last grave we will come back to later on. We have an item that we can get into the grave with.
Another child. Another mention of this strange girl. All these children vanished in this tunnel.
So remember the numbers 6, 4, and 2.
Is that a child crying? Hello?
Okay. Keep moving.
What the? That was a child. A little boy. The look on his face. Pure terror. What was he running from? This place. It's not just abandoned. Something evil is here. I need to move. Now.
Okay, so we'll keep going. Just remember the numbers 6, 4, and 2. I have kept some notes from when I finished the game, so I should mention...
Finally, fresh air.
Anyone who wants to play this game and experience it for yourself, as much as I like people watching it, I am going to say right now, I am going to spoil some of the puzzles. Some of them are really hard, so just if you're wanting to get through the game spoiler-free, as much as I like you watching my content, you may want to stop the video here. And I recommend you at least have a crack at this game before you look for help. I only needed help with one of the puzzles. I managed to get through most of them.
Under here.
Onigiri. Okay, so if you remember, what is it the crows like to eat? And we can feed the crow some rice. So let's go over to there, because the crow's going to give us something we need. Oh, what's that?
What's this?
It's been 6 months since Akiko saw her child in the tunnel. Just ahead, floating in the darkness. No one comes in now. Don't let her find you.
Don't let her find you. Is this about that thing that's been following me? This is a warning. Someone was trying to warn others about whatever's down here.
Okay, so yeah, the puzzles in this game, 90% of them are really good. I just found there was just one particular puzzle, which I'll show you in a minute. As I said, I ended up brute forcing it. I was really struggling. So I got most of the sequence correct, and then I just brute forced because I couldn't figure out the last few numbers. So
It's so still, like it's waiting for something.
okay, so we can give him the onigiri.
There you go. You seem hungry. I think it wants me to follow it.
Also, it did go to the left. You don't see it, but you can have it to the left. And here, our friend...
Oh, it's you again. What are you doing here?
is going to drop us a key.
Wait, there's something on the ground.
savage.
A key? And there it goes again. Thank you, I guess.
Okay, so now we should be able to use the key. I am going to save the game though. We'll save on this slot here.
This shack looks old. Decades old. Hello? Is someone in there? Nothing. No one's here. Locked. Of course it is. I need to get inside. Maybe there's something useful.
Okay, so we can use the key on
It's unlocked. Finally.
the door.
Hello? Is anyone here? Please. I just need help. Anyone?
Yeah, there's no help to be found here. We're going to have to do it all ourselves.
What's this?
The graves hold more than bones. They hold the answer. When you find all their secrets, return to where time stopped. Now, whenever you get any of these notes, they go into your journal, so you can always come back and read them. And the notes in the game are actually very helpful for most of the puzzles. You want to try and... every time you get a puzzle you're struggling with, go and check out all the
This
notes.
must be about them.
And also, your character does help you
One of
sometimes
these
with...
floorboards look loose. There might be something underneath.
Okay, so we need to...
This must be the clock mentioned on the grave.
We need to set the time.
Oh god! What was that? It's locked.
The sun's path shows escape from whispers. We'll be using that later on.
It's like a riddle. Sun's path? That has to mean something specific. Someone's trying to tell me something.
Okay, now this is the puzzle I was talking about. This is, yeah, absolutely brutal. Now, what we know is I've got some notes here, so forgive me. I did write these notes when I finished the game the first time, so just in the interest of you knowing, now remember, from the order of graves from left to right, I tried 2, 4, 6, because remember, the 3 graves had the numbers, 2 for the number of candles, 4 for the number of nights, and 6 for the number of months. So I had that, and then that didn't work, and then I ended up reversing it. So what I did was I did 6, 4, and 2, because it's actually from left to right, not right to left. That's just the order I read them in. Now, these 2 last numbers, I spent hours looking everywhere for these last few numbers, and in the end, I just brute forced it, because there's only so many combinations. I just started going up from 1, and I, 1, 2, because I just did this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Then I did this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then so on and so forth. This is how I did it. Like because I couldn't figure it out. I nearly stopped playing the game. Turns out I just kept going until I got up to 9 and I went 1, 2, 3. Right? And, oh, did I get that wrong? 6, 4, 2, 9, 3. Two, 4, 6, 9, 3. Trying to remember what I did. No, it's definitely... Let's go back to the graves and have a look. Because I just brute forced it at the end. I'll just have a look at these graves. Okay.
This
So
grave looks disturbed.
That's the one I had to dig up. 2, 4, 6. Maybe it's 2, 4, 6, 9, 3. Because I ended up, I just brute forced it. Because I knew the first 3 numbers were on the graves. And I just went from like, I just kept incrementing. 2, 4, 6. Okay, let's just try. Luckily it does click when you get it. If I can't get it, I can just go to one of the other saves. No, okay. I'm sure that's right. Let's maybe try this. This is literally what I did, because like, I couldn't figure this puzzle out. And then after this, the rest of the game's puzzles are actually pretty straightforward. There's a flower one later on where you have to just guess the flowers, and that was actually not too bad, but this one had me absolutely knackered. And I think this is probably the one the developer really needs to explain a bit better. Let me see if we'll go to a third save. Whether I'm past it. I may not be. We'll see. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I've actually gotten past this, that point. Because I could go and try and figure it out, but if I go into the journal and you look here, there's nothing else here. No other clues. And I did try 4-7 as well. But in any case, we'll move on with this, because that puzzle had me, like, it took me 5 hours and I ended up just brute forcing it. But I don't want to sit on a stream for 5 hours and brute force it a second time. We'll have to move to a little bit later in the game. My apologies. I did write the code down. I'm looking at it right now because I'm like, there's no way I'm going to remember this later on. And the code was 64293. Yeah, I have no idea why it's not working, but in any case, we'll move on. I think it's a brilliant game. I think just some of the puzzles are a little bit too esoteric in terms of their explanation. Yeah, that one especially just had me completely knackered. I had no idea. Let's see.
Blocked. Only one light turned on in the entire tunnel?
What have I got? Shovel, necklace. Can I leave yet?
It's locked.
I think we can actually leave. Not yet. Okay.
The storage is empty now.
Let's see. Can I... No, I can't use any of these just yet.
An old mining train, left to rust in the darkness. The light is pointing right here.
I think I've already dug it up. Got my
This
shovel.
is where I need to dig. Please let the necklace be here. The necklace! I found it! There's a key here too. I'm protected now. Time to find that doll.
Now, what you missed in the other puzzle, the one that I got really stuck on, was the creature is kept at bay via a necklace made by one of its victims, and as long as I'm wearing said necklace, this necklace here, I am protected. So what we can do is go to here
It's locked.
and use the key. Oh, that's the wrong key. I reckon... it's back in the cabin. Okay, never mind. Yeah, this game, it kind of reminds me a bit of another game I played a while ago, Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's 2D side-scrolling game that I honestly I can't remember the name of. I was playing it with Bobbles, and the name completely escapes me, unfortunately. Let me see if we can open this with the key.
Perfect. The door is open.
The Pit. Five Nights at Freddy's The Pit.
Another room? I didn't expect there to be more space back here. That door, it's boarded up pretty tight. If the doll is anywhere, it has to be beyond this door. I can feel it. Just need to pry these boards off. What was that?
We've been found.
Girl. Lost. Little girl.
No, not here. She can't be here.
I smell your fear. Sweet. So sweet.
Stay away from me!
Running so far. But you cannot escape. Never escape me.
Keeping in mind, we still haven't seen this thing.
Come. Stay with me. Forever.
Leave me alone!
Mine.
What's happening? Everything's shaking! My head. Something's wrong. I can't stay standing. Everything's spinning. I can't.
Each laugh peeled the light away until only the nightmare remained. Now this part is freaky deaky. I got some major H.P. Lovecraft vibes from this. And this is the other puzzle that had me stuck.
What happened? Where am I?
Now we're in this hell dimension. And basically as long as the eyes are seeing us, we can't escape.
This isn't the shack. Oh God. No. Did she trap me here? This isn't real. This can't be real. I can't stay here. I can't let her keep me here. There has to be a way out.
Now, if you go here very slowly...
Those eyes, they're so red, and they won't stop staring.
And if we have a look on the ground, somewhere here there is a clue. And I missed this. I was stuck in this room for no joke an hour, just looking in every single way to get through. I missed this tiny patch on the ground where you can pick up this note here. The dark is safe, walk like mist, be mute as death. She cannot hunt what isn't there. So basically what that tells us is turn off your flashlight. Trying to remember which button's the flashlight. There we go. Turn off your flashlight and be very quiet. So this time, if we start and we walk slow and we head towards the door, don't run as much as you want to. Now, I was testing each of these doors, but if you test one of the doors, it's a trap because the eyes will hear you trying the door. What you have to look for is the door without a padlock. See? Padlock, padlock, padlock. That's got a no padlock. It won't open. That's got a padlock. And we're out. So the trick is make sure you're really quiet and make sure you only go to the door without a padlock on it.
This place feels different from before. Less watching. Someone's crying. It sounds like a woman.
We're not out of the woods yet. Literally.
She sounds so heartbroken. So lost.
So this game's puzzles, apart from that first one with that padlock, are actually pretty intuitive. Most of the answers you'll find are in the environments as long as you pay attention to anything that has numbers or directions. So if it's telling you a direction or a number, then you want to write it down. Make sure you keep some notes. Even with me keeping notes, I still couldn't do some of the puzzles. I'm going to have to go back and have a look and see what I did wrong on that. As I said, I ended up, I got the first three numbers because we knew 642 or 246, and then I just brute forced it. I just sat there for probably about 2 or 3 hours at least, plugging in every combination, trying to trigger the padlock. I skipped ahead to save you from that because it'd be quite boring.
Saved from a cruel world. Something about this doesn't feel right. The woman, she must be grieving for this child. Hello? Someone there?
My child. My poor little boy.
What happened to him?
I did something terrible. The memories are so dark.
Something terrible. What do you mean?
The darkness took everything. Even my memories.
I don't understand. Who are you? Where are we?
Lost. We're all lost here. In this place of shadows.
This place. Is this real? Am I dreaming?
Dreams. Nightmares. What's the difference anymore?
Please, I'm scared too. Just tell me what's happening. Hello? Are you still there? Don't leave me alone. What? How am I back here again? I was just at the shack. The crying. Everything's repeating.
We have to keep interrogating her until we get the information we need.
So small. So innocent. Why did I do it?
What did you do to him?
The voice in my head. The whispers told me terrible things.
What voice? Someone was controlling you?
She said he would never be safe. That I had to protect him.
I think you know which way this is going to go.
Protect him how?
The shadows took my mind. Nothing is clear anymore.
You keep talking about shadows and voices. Who was speaking to you? Was it the same one who trapped me here? Wait, don't stop talking, please.
Okay. One more loop. We're going to do this slowly. You have to approach the door slowly or she won't talk to you.
The voice. Was it that woman?
Yes. She came to me in dreams. Showed me terrible futures.
What did she make you see?
She showed me Akira grown up. Suffering. Dying. A horrible death.
So you...
I thought if he never grew up, he'd never suffer. I was protecting him.
So, as we can surmise now, she killed her son. Whilst under the influence of this, or so we're told.
You actually believe that would help him?
I buried his Kakeshi doll with him. So he wouldn't be alone in the next world.
Hello?
So what we now know is the woman's son's doll is in that grave.
Please. I need to see his doll one more time. to hold it again.
But it's buried with him. Shouldn't we let him rest?
I can't find peace without touching it once more. It's the only way I can say goodbye.
I don't know if that's right.
So we're going to dig up a grave.
I'm begging you. bring it to me for a moment.
Yeah,
Then you
just
can
dig up
put
a
it back.
grave. What could go wrong? She'd be
You
right,
really
mate.
think that'll help you find peace?
Yes, I promise. Then I can finally let go and rest.
This feels wrong, but if it helps you...
Now, I did try. There is no other path. We do have to dig up the grave, so thankfully I do have my handy-dandy shovel. We're going to do that
I
now.
can't believe I'm doing this. This feels so wrong.
We have the Kakeshi doll,
Doll, it's really here.
and now
Got the doll.
we have a decision to make, because she's going to ask us a question, and again, how we answer is going to determine which of the endings we're going to get.
Hello?
The doll is incomplete.
What do you mean incomplete?
It needs a necklace to keep Akira safe.
I don't understand.
I think you understand.
necklace?
I understand what she wants.
The one you have.
Now, I know you guys will understand what's happening here, because this was a little bit too easy to guess. What's in the hut is actually what's been stalking us. So we have a choice to give her the necklace, thus forfeiting our only protection, or to tell her to screw off. So I'm not going to show you the other ending to the game, because it's much the same as the first ending, the first bad ending. But suffice to say, you don't want to give her the necklace.
How do you know I have a necklace? I never told you about it.
Please. Just give it to me for Akira's sake.
No, something's not right. How could you possibly know about this?
Exactly. She kind of played her hand. If I'm wearing the necklace underneath my clothing, which, as you can see, is clearly the case, there's only one way she would know that we're wearing the necklace.
Don't question me, child. Just do as I say.
You're her! This is all a trap!
Now you're trapped forever.
I have to find a way out of this. There has to be something I can do.
Now, there is a bit of a clue here. We know that what she wanted us to do was to dig up the grave. So what we want to do is to do the opposite. So what we're going to do is we are going to place the doll back into the grave.
It keeps repeating because I keep doing what she wants. Time to do the opposite.
And then we can leave. So like I said, the puzzles in this game, apart from that bloody first puzzle, are actually really good.
Wake up!
They're very intuitive. So we're being contacted by the dead child, who's now a ghost.
Where am I? Is this the shack? How did I get here? That woman, Akira, the grave, none of it was real. At least I still have the necklace. She didn't get it. But I thought I heard someone was calling me. Was that real or was I dreaming?
Okay, so our next goal is to get on out of here. And we do that. And so, oh, okay, we're gonna have to. Now, don't worry, this one is a lot easier to guess than the first. We've got a
There's a note here.
a note which you're gonna want to take a note of, or read quite thoroughly. So Orange versus white. One always dominates the other. Count the winners. Purple drags them down. Red doubles the daring. The answer lies in the order they hang. Now this actually, I think this is really done well because it actually tells you it's a portrait riddle. So immediately we know that it is a portrait, and you can see these portraits here, these ones that are interactable. So this is an example of a really well done puzzle, unlike the first puzzle, I think, and it's hard because the worst puzzle in the game is literally the first puzzle you come across, so that's what nearly made me quit the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what we're going to look at here.
A portrait painting with flowers in different colors.
Now, looking at the note, again, if we just have a look at our notebook. Orange versus white. So what that means is orange flowers versus white flowers. One always dominates the other. That means there'll always be more of one type of flower. Count the winners. Purple drags them down. Red doubles the daring. The answer lies in the order they hang. So basically, if we look at this, we see there are 3 orange flowers, 1 white flower. So the orange wins. Then we've got 1 purple flower, which means that we subtract 1, and then 1 red flower, which means that we double it. So basically, our first number is 3 minus 1 multiplied by 2, which gives us 4. Next one, we have 3 white flowers and 1 orange. So that means our next number is 2. So we can see here, yeah, 3 white versus 1 orange. That means 3 minus 1, that's 2. So that's a second number.
Just an old portrait with flowers.
Our third number is 2 orange flowers and 1 white. So we've got 2, and a red flower means we double it. So then we've got 4. So we've got 4, 2, 4. And our last one is 3 white, 1 orange. And that means we have 3 times 2 is 6. So our 4 numbers are 4, 2, 4, 6. So this is actually a really good puzzle. I like this. This I managed to get nearly straight away. And it wasn't because I'm a genius. Obviously I'm not at these games. But just the way that it was set up made it really, really simple, because it said, the puzzle itself said it is a portrait puzzle, so immediately it told me where I needed to look. And the instructions, while a little bit esoteric, I read through them about 2 or 3 times, and on the third attempt I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. The thing that got me really stuck was them talking about doubling the daring and pulling them down. Like when they say pull them down, I would have said subtract 1 or double, because double the daring, that one kind of, the wording of that is not great, but it's way better than the first puzzle. So what we know now is we've got 4, 2, 4, 6. So 4, 2, 4, 6.
Finally, it's open.
Beautiful. So that was nice and easy because we pretty much had the puzzle from looking at the flowers.
Paint thinner? And a journal page.
The mannequin appeared the day after the kids vanished into the tunnel. It moves on its own. I hear it walking at night out there in the dark. Last night it stood by a window, watching, smiling. I'm burning it tomorrow if I make it through tonight. So we now know what we need to do. We need to burn. There's, I don't know if you noticed earlier, there is a mannequin in the tunnel.
Something was wrong with that thing. I need to be careful.
Let's rip open this with our crowbar.
Locked. Damn it.
Okay.
There has to be a key somewhere.
Now we know where the key is. Or at least we know in the direction we need to head, which is back into the tunnel to burn the mannequin. So, yeah, let's go. So here's the mannequin, and this is basically what the spirit, or one of the items the spirit's been using to follow us. So if we just get our trusty paint thinners out and
I need to
paint
make
this
sure
thing in
it
some
can't follow
thinners.
me.
Bonfire time, baby.
Wait, what is that?
We have a key.
A key? There was a key inside it? Why would someone hide a key in a mannequin?
Alright, alright, alright. We're making some progress. Like I said, once you know what you're doing, you can knock this game over in a couple of hours, but that first puzzle, I spent more time on that first puzzle than I did on all the others combined. Okay, we can now exit. I think this will actually end the game. So I will save. Let's go back and save. Because there are two endings for the game. One of them's nice and the other one less so. So let's save in save slot number 2 again. Let's go in here and see if the key works. I couldn't remember which one. It is that time of stream again. Give me one sec. As popular as these streams are, I always end up getting a couple of spam messages. So I'm just going to give that person the appropriate response. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's see if this key will work. I think it's actually for the tunnel, but okay.
Yes, it's open. The garden. Finally. The doll has to be here somewhere. There's something under here. A rusty blade. I'll take it. An old well. It looks like it hasn't been used in decades. The doll. It has to be down there. But there's no rope. How am I supposed to get down? I need to find a rope. I'll have to look around the forest.
Now, this one had me kind of stuck until I remembered, what did we pass earlier in the game? We passed another well, and what did that well have? It had a bucket, and what was that bucket attached to? A rope. Now, given we have had multiple times this thing has tried to hang me, I would probably be keeping away from any length of rope I could find, but we kind of need it. So, let's go use our newly acquired rusty blade to get ourselves a length of rope. And as they say in Boondock Saints, Charlie Bronson has rope, so everyone needs a length of rope. Let's use our rusty blade.
Try cutting the rope with the blade. Damn it! The blade fell in the wall.
You had one job, lady. That's the only viable weapon you've had so
At least I have
far.
the rope.
Well, maybe the crowbar as well, but shameful dish boy. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll head into the shack we will grab the rope, head down into the well. Of course, this sounds very, very smart thing to do, very, very responsible when we're being chased by an evil spirit. Let's jump down a well. Obviously, the main character has not seen the movie The Ring.
All right, the rope is tied. It feels secure enough.
You better hope it's secure, lady. There's only one way back.
My hands are shaking. What if this doesn't hold? My heart is pounding, but I have to find that doll. I have to destroy it. Here I go.
There's only one way, and that's down. The well's darkness is not just the absence of light, it's the presence of something far worse.
This isn't the bottom of a well. Where am I? This place, it feels wrong. The doll has to be down here somewhere.
Now, I reckon we can probably finish the game from here, so, I mean, why not? We're nearly at the end, so...
What? Oh my god. What happened to him? Wait, there's something in his hand.
To whoever finds this, look for the eye that weeps black tears. Find the dead who want. Listen for the whispering of the one who remembers. When you're laughing, you'll understand. Now, this is actually another really well done puzzle. It actually tells us, look for the eye that weeps black tears. So we're looking for an eye. Find the dead who want. So there's a ghost, or a zombie, but we'll say ghost because it's a spirit forest. Listen for the whispering of the one who remembers. And when you hear the laughing, you'll understand. So the four things we need to look for. And this is, again, like I said, it's a shame because the game has a really cruddy first puzzle, but the rest of the puzzles in this game are keynote, like really well done. And I wish the developer had, I don't know what it was. I think it's just he kind of missed the mark with the first puzzle, and the rest were like fantastic.
Oh my god, there are so many bodies. All these people. How did this happen? What is this place? I don't want to end up like them. What happened to you?
I wonder if I can... I wonder if I use the crowbar. No? When I finished the game, I didn't manage to figure out what was in that body. Because I think there's one more hidden ending I haven't found. I got the, I suppose the good ending, but I get the feeling there's another hidden ending that I may have missed. Okay.
Those eyes. I don't like the way they're staring at me.
Okay, now this is where our puzzle starts to, the tips start to help. If we go over to here, here's our first puzzle, the black eye. So remember they mentioned the black eye. Underneath the eye, there are six tiers. So we know that our first number is 6. So that's number 3. Sorry, the first number. Now here we have some posters. Now if you remember, the dead who warn. So these are 2 posters, and I actually got this wrong. I thought it was actually their eyes, so I thought it was a 4, but it's actually a 2. So I've got a 6 and a 2.
There's someone in there?
One. I only had one. And now he's gone.
Okay, And then we've got another number, 1. I had only 1 and now he's gone.
How did you get
So we've got a
trapped in this
6,
place?
we've got a 2, and we've got a 1.
One. I only had one. And now he's gone.
What do you mean?
One name. Akira. I carved it deep so she could never take him from me.
So this is Akira's actual mother.
If you forget the ones you love, you're lost forever. One.
Now remember, they mentioned whispering. So this is our third clue.
Hey,
We have a 6.
can you hear?
Sorry, we have a 6, we have a 1, and we have a 2. And we've got some bottles. I don't know what the bottles are
I don't know
used
why I'm
for.
taking this.
I didn't use them in my playthrough.
Feels like
That's
I'll
why I
never-
feel like there's some stuff I've missed.
Another one. How many people died here?
Man sits in the far corner, muttering to himself and laughing.
Hello?
Okay,
Can you hear me?
remember the last clue, when you hear the laughing. So this is our last clue.
How long have you been here?
Long enough to forget my own voice. But not hers. Never hers. Never hers.
Hers? Who are you talking about?
The one who watches. The one who waits in the trees.
Did she put you in this cell?
She likes to play. Said she'd only keep the ones who laugh.
Keep? What does she want from people?
Everyone gives her something. A memory. A fear.
What did you give her?
3 pieces of myself. And she wanted more.
What does that mean?
3.
There's our last number.
Please, I need to know how to get out of this.
So we now have our numbers 3, 1, 2, 6. Now I don't know what the order is, but there's only so many orders, so we'll just try different orders until we get it. Again, I brute force this, but because there's 4 numbers, there's not that many different combinations, so it probably would have helped if they had have given us the order they were in, but I felt like this was simple enough where we didn't need it.
This door. Heavier. It's locked tight. I can't get through without a key. I need to figure out how to open it.
Okay, there is a lockbox somewhere here. I'm trying to figure out where. If I remember correctly. No, it's not in here. I wonder if I use the bottle on this ghost, whether it'll do something. I didn't try this the last time I did a run. No, okay. If I had that rusty blade, for example, then I could probably try it, but...
Someone really didn't want...
That door I never figured out as well. That's why I said there's probably more to this game. I need to go back and try it again. Ah, here we go. This is what I'm after.
a chest with the combination lock.
Okay, so we have our number. We just have to try different combinations until it works. So 3, 1, 2, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 6. No. 2, 1, 3, 6. 6, 3, 1, 2, 6, 2, 1, 3.
Got it. Finally.
There we go.
What's this? A key? Maybe this will lead me to the doll.
like I said, to give you a bit of context, I don't play a lot of these games. Clearly, I'm not very good at puzzle games. But if I can figure these puzzles out reasonably easily, it's because the clues in this game are very intuitive. I don't play a lot of puzzle games because a lot of them have very esoteric answers where you're just trying different things to see if you can figure it out. But I like that this game, in almost all cases, the puzzles are really easy to pick up because they give you enough clues for you to look roughly in the area. Now you're still going to need to do a bit of detective work, but and the way that they're written is obviously in most cases pretty cryptic, but I do like that.
Let's see if this'll work. It's open. No
Let's
turning
go.
back now.
It's boogaloo time, baby.
What is this place? Everything is red. The doll must be here somewhere. I need to find it and destroy it.
Lost. Little. Lost.
No. She found me.
Now, if you don't have the necklace, at this point, she just basically destroys you.
I smell fear. Sweet. So sweet fear. You're not supposed to leave. You belong here, young girl.
Never. Oh God.
Finally, we get to see it.
What are you? Stay away from me. I have to run. Now. Run.
And it's time for us to boogaloo on out of here as fast as we can. If she catches us, we are dead. And we only have a tiny amount of distance. Oh, she's catching us. Oh, we made it. It's okay.
Where'd she go? Why did she stop chasing me? A cliff? No, I'm trapped. This is it. This is how it ends. No, I refuse to die in this place. Not after everything I've survived. There has to be another way.
Now, if we go and talk to this
Just a lone candle waiting in the dark.
this corpse here, we can light the candle and get a clue.
Leave now. While you still can.
You're alive.
You must jump. The cliff is your only door.
Jump off the cliff?
It's the only way out.
That's suicide!
She's getting closer. Jump. Or become like me.
This is madness. But I'm out of options.
Now, again, this is the chance to get another ending for the game. We have a choice to either jump or to stay. In this case, if we stay, we will indeed end up the same as the man who's chained on the wall, the part of the demons menagerie of living sculptures. So in this case, we are. I don't have time to go through all the endings tonight. And they're all like, they're much the same. All the failure endings are variations of the first one I showed you. In this case, we are going to jump.
I can't stay here. Not with her coming. If this is a nightmare, then maybe down is the only way out. Please, let this be the right choice.
Whee!
Here goes nothing. What happened? Where am I? The ground. It's so cold. Wait, this is the bottom of the well. But how did I get here? The cliff. It led me here somehow. The chained man was right. Jumping was the escape. The doll. I need to find that doll before she finds me again.
Okay, so we've got our way out. I'm going to head over to the chest here.
What's that? An old chest? Maybe the doll is inside. It's locked. I have to get it open.
Now we can try the key, but we can also just crowbar it open.
Here. The doll! Finally! This ends now.
Now, if you remember, we have to burn the doll, so I've got my trusty lighter here.
I know what I have to do. This is for all the souls you've trapped. For the children. For everyone who never made it out. No more nightmares. No more death.
Major spoiler alerts, by the way.
You'll never hurt anyone again.
And with that, we're free.
Thank you. You're free now.
I can finally rest. No more pain, no more fear.
Rest in peace.
Oh, hey, Kel! I haven't seen you on the stream in a while. How you going, man? Good to see you, buddy. We're playing a I'm playing a horror survival game called Yamitagari For3rst. I just finished the game, actually.
I did it. It's actually over. I can't believe I survived that.
Oh no, thanks, man. I'll have to catch up with you tomorrow. We'll figure out what we're doing. I'm gonna have a chat with Lukey, but I'd be down to play some more armor if you're down. I know him and me were a little bit rusty, but I did play a little tiny bit during the week. And I'd be keen to give it another crack if you're down. I'm trying to get Bobbles into it as well.
But it's over. It's really over. Time to leave this place behind.
Yeah, no, anytime, man. Yeah, sounds good. I'll ping the chat anyway and let him know what we're doing. I think most of the guys have armor. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll have a talk about like a rotation with games, because there's always someone that's going to miss out on being able to play some games. But I'm going to try and do it as fairly as I can. Like, I want to try and make sure everyone's included. But on the other chance, it's unfair to ask everybody. You all have to buy this game, or you have to buy that game. But yeah, I'll pop a note in the chat anyway. And yeah, we'll I'm down to play it tomorrow, man. I don't know if you're much into horror games, but for what it's worth, I actually really like this one.
It's over. It's finally over.
You turned up at the right time. You get to see the closing credits.
Getting that coffee, the biggest, hottest cup they have. And maybe I'll sleep for a week.
Well, that's pretty much the end of the game. So, yeah, I don't know how much longer you're going to stick around for. I've actually got another horror game coming up next. But in terms of games, I actually really like this game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I said, it took me about 6-7 hours to finish. And the first puzzle was diabolical. But once you get past the first puzzle, the rest of the game is actually like breezes past. They're really good. The puzzles are really well done. You can see they're very intuitive. I don't play a lot of puzzle games, and even I managed to work my way through most of the game's puzzles. And I really enjoyed the atmosphere and the artwork and the sound design of this. It is a very small development team. I believe from looking at the credits, it may be more than one person, but it's, yeah, really, really good game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And we'll see. I don't know if the developer's done anything else. I think there's one other game in the series of this. So if a developer does see this, yeah, hit me up. I would 100% play your other games on stream if you're interested. I had a fantastic 6 hours playing this game and prepping for the stream. And just like I said, I finished this game. I got all the endings, and I would go back and play this again. So that's probably the highest praise I can give this one. We're going to move on to the next. I won't say the last game. The next game, which is another horror game. But I have to wait for the. I should mention before we wrap up on this game, feedback for improvement. Number one, revisit the first puzzle. It's diabolical. Number two, I noticed that the sound is kind of a bit all over the place, especially when you're opening the game. The sound resets. It's quite loud. Number three, the some of the puzzle descriptions are a little bit vague. And number four, I'd probably say the controls are a little bit like they're not very intuitive. But I mean, that's the only feedback I can offer. Apart from that, it's just a fantastic game. Definitely worth your time if you're a fan of puzzle games, fan of Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and you like Japanese anime style horror. This is definitely one you want to check out. And like I said, it will take you a good 5 or 6 hours to finish. And based on the game's price point, I think it's worth that. But yeah, go and check this out. I've got another horror game coming up next, so we're going to check that out next.